Hi everyone, this is Alethea Cox and I have my really fun friend here, Charisse Pickett. And I say she's really fun because you've got to go hang out with her. Anyway, she has been having such great success with PIO, and I wanted to let you have an opportunity to hear her story and what it's done for her. So, Charisse, we talked you into doing PIO.
Yes.
What's the experience been so far?
Well, it's funny that we talk about it because when we first started doing PIO, I couldn't walk. You saw me. I had injured my back. I don't know how, but I had injured it in some way that was to the point of debilitating, and they were talking major surgeries going in. And
Well, you even had a shot, right?
yeah, I had shots. We were talking. It was kind of scary what they were talking about, and I was to the point where I've never heard anyone ever having a good experience with back surgery. I mean, there's rarely a few people that you can say, oh, that really helped me. For the most part, I was afraid I was going to be bent over and disabled, to be honest with you, for kind of the rest of my life, which didn't fit in with my life a little bit.
Because you're so active.
Right. I love being active. I loved running. I love exercising. I just like doing things. My husband and I, during the summer here in Idaho, we do quite a bit of outdoor activities, and I was afraid that I was going to be limited. The other thing is that I've had so many surgeries over the course of my life, and not one has really gone well, that I wasn't willing yet to let someone come in and cut again. And so I wanted something that could help build that back muscle up, and help build those muscles, because what I have learned through PIO is that it isn't just giving me definition or a fitness level, it's actually giving me strength. So what it does is it strengthens my muscles, but it also elongates them, makes them stronger. And I feel like it's building up in areas that I haven't ever had build up before, such as in joints and areas that can tend to be weak, especially when you're working out and doing types of activities that I've done before. I've done lots of exercise programs. I've done from boot camp to weightlifting to hiring personal trainers, but this is the first time that I've really felt my back being strengthened. I've really seen the difference, and it was to the point where I couldn't walk. I did little by little. I felt kind of goofy at first because I was really stiff, wasn't flexible at all. Now I feel like I'm almost 40 and I'm getting back that flexibility that I remember when I was a teenager. Like, I can almost kind of go down into a split, and to talk about doing that, and then from not being able to walk to being able to have posture back. I'm not bent over. I feel like my back is more straight, but it's that strength, and I'm a big believer in that.
And that success, or that turn of events in your own health, didn't take years.
No, we've got 1 month into PIO.
1 month into PIO, but you're actually doing it at home.
Doing it at home, and I'm a gym rat. You know that.
Yep, absolutely. That's what I was going to ask you.
I'm a gym rat, and so to switch from doing those workouts from the gym to at home, it's actually been more freeing for me. I feel like I can work. I have more room to work. I feel like I have more room to get the moves down more. I can practice more. I have my own space. So I've really enjoyed my workouts at home, and that's the first time I've ever can say that, because to be honest, I like the gym because I liked the equipment. I liked the atmosphere. But I've really enjoyed PIO for those reasons. It's been quite impressive with that. So.
That's awesome. And I'm glad that you made mention of the fact that that you are a gym rat, because that's one of the biggest things people wonder is, will a home program work? And you've had a testament to that. And one of the other things is we need to make sure that when we make those choices, your doctor recommended the shot, and you pushed back in trying to rehabilitate yourself. And not that everybody could have that same circumstance. They have to make the choice that's right for them. But all in all, when you look at your family and you look at your lifestyle, are you glad that you went this road, or do you sometimes wonder if maybe you should have taken the back surgery and then came back and done something like this?
No. In fact, you know how you just have those feelings that you should do something and you should really try to work. And we all second guess ourselves, like, was this really the right decision for me? And the more I do PIO, the more definition I see. I mean, we talked about having squares on my stomach, and today...
That's abs, ladies, men.
I've noticed that you can see the body transitioning. I haven't seen that transition for a really, really long time. And to have it in your close to your 40s is pretty amazing for me, especially after having 4 kids. And even the medications that you take, I don't like the way that makes me feel. I don't like, and I don't have time to take them. I don't have time to take a pill that's going to put me out all day where I have kids that I have to run around. I mean, driving high to karate really isn't the best way to,
Right.
to motivate myself. So I really feel like I did the right thing for me. But I'm a big believer in what it's done. And between that and, I don't know, I just feel like I have my mobility back. And I mean, I was really nervous and scared of not being able to do the things that I wanted to do anymore.
But in even making a decision about PIO, right? So PIO is Pilates and yoga movements fused together at a little bit faster pace. So there's no impact.
Nope.
What kind of security did a PIO program give to you based off of your, because you couldn't walk. I mean, I was with you and you couldn't, and you were in so much, grave pain. What was those the assurances that you saw before you decided that you wanted to do that type of a program?
I was willing to try anything. I think I was at that point. I was willing to try anything, and I was willing to try anything that first didn't incur the expense of a surgery. I mean, we were talking, by the time it would probably been all said and done, about $25,000. I don't have $25,000 to it. So if I could do a program that, could get my back in better shape and healed for, I think, I can't even remember, $120, I think is what I paid for it. So to do that compared to $25,000, that was the first thing. And the second thing, I was willing to try anything, and PIO just sounded like low impact. I knew what yoga could do for me. I mean, I've been in yoga before, but to mix those moves together, and I just wanted that strength. I felt like if I could get that strength back into my back muscles, that it would heal, and it really, really has. Like, it doesn't, and the way that they do the moves, it isn't just working on one area. We're working on entire body muscles. I mean, when we do one move, isn't just the core that you're working. It's working your arms, it's working your legs, it's working that lower back, your glutes. My buns are sore when I do it sometimes.
Right. I know that you and I have been cardio junkies before. We've known each other for a long time, and so sometimes it's like we think we have to go beat the body up to get a difference.
And I've told people that my out and stress in my life, to get out my stress, is I will beat my body up.
Right.
Some people eat. Some people we each have our way of coping with our stress. Mine was to beat the hell out of my body.
Right.
And I tell people that, but that's really what it was. And I did this to myself. Like, I broke my back. I'm the one that did it. And now I've got to be the one to fix it. And so that was what I was willing to do, anything to try to fix it. But I wanted to do something that would last longer than just a quick fix, too.
Awesome.
I felt like that's what everybody in the medical profession was offering me, a quick fix. And I want something more. I want something that's going to be a lasting effect on me. And to be honest with you, help others, too, when they have those issues. And that's what really kind of enticed me into PIO. And the more I do it, the more I love it. And there are times when I get up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I so don't want to do it. But I feel better. I know I look better. And to be honest with you, my back actually does better when I do them. And it's when I don't do them that I have the problems. So I'm somewhat addicted to it now. Just for those reasons.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And you've always been really good about your nutrition. I know that you started taking Shakeology at the time that you started PIO. How's that experience been for you?
I think it was a combination of two, to be honest with you. If anybody asked me what worked for you to get your back into shape, I will be a big proponent for PIO and then Shakeology. And we've talked a lot of bit about it. I'm a Diet Pepsi fiend. We talk about breaking my body. We know what aspartame does to the bones and the joints, and I was to the point where I would drink it. I mean, that was my coffee in the morning. It was my pick-me-up for all the time. And when I drink Shakeology, I don't crave it as much. I feel like
we
my
hear
body,
that a lot.
It's really an unusual. I I don't know if it's the voodoo magic or what, but I just believe that Shakeology is giving my body the nutrition that it needs. And my body is like, what have you been doing to me? Why did you neglect me for so long? Why haven't you been giving this to me all along? This is what I need. And I feel like we talked about my skin looks better. I feel like it's tightened up. But I feel like the culmination of the two have helped, I don't know, just help my body regrow. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, it's becoming better than it was before.
That's a lot to say when we're in our fourth decade-ish.
Right?
Right?
Right? Like, almost there. Exactly. And you talk to other people and you, and not that I'm comparing myself, but when I feel like I'm 40 and I'm active and I'm doing the things that I love.
Absolutely.
And I didn't have to stop. I mean, I got to do a float trip with my family. We take float trips all summer long here in Idaho, and I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to do that with my kids. And my kids, that's important to them. And we were able to do it. And had it been the surgery, my whole summer would have been gone.
Right.
You know,
so this video today isn't about come to us if you need back surgery. It's not that at all. It's about if you are having one, if you want to change your lifestyle to become more active, this is a great way to do it. If you're somebody that cannot tolerate, does not like high impact or high intensity training, interval type training, then this might be an option for you. And I know that recently I had a back ailment, nothing near as major as yours by any extent, but it was just the fact that I'm like, what is that? What's going on? I need to, and then I started to realize I needed that back strength and that core strength because I was doing so much with it. So, PiYo is a great alternative in stabilizing and a great foundation for so many other things. And in fact, it's not, it's not unheard of that it's recommended to top athletes for yoga or Pilates. We're just saying, come try ours for yoga and Pilates, fused together at a faster pace.
Yes, fused together.
More burn.
Exactly. I feel like I burn more calories than when I run 40 minutes on a treadmill. I'm doing a 30-minute workout, and in fact, my husband will sit there and he'll be like, you are drenched. And that's one of the workouts. And I'm like, that's funny that you say that, because I feel like my calories have just melted off and when I'm doing those moves. And all it is stabilization and holding a pose and tightening your muscles. And I've just been so impressed with PiYo, and the fact that it's low impact. Like, that's what I needed, was that low impact.
That's awesome. Well, I sure appreciate you so much for sharing your story today so that others can have an opportunity to kind of hear a little bit more about what we do. So anyway, for next time, watch for Sharice and I. Bye.